Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we are going to be finding out what happens if Sadie Adler gets revenge for her husband, Jake Adler, if Arthur has low honor or high honor. There's actually a pretty cool difference. So believe it or not, there is a ton of little differences that Rockstar put into Red Dead Redemption 2 if you have high honor or low honor. Like, for example, in the mission A Fine Night of Debauchery, Arthur's suit color will be different depending on his honor. The vest will be red if his honor is low, and the vest will be blue if his honor is high. Again, something that doesn't make a huge outcome to the difference of the mission or the story, but it's a neat little change to indicate Arthur's alignment. And the same thing can actually happen in Chapter 6. It's actually an optional mission, like you don't even have to do this. It's called Mrs Sadie Adler Widow. The first part is just simply talking to Sadie, and the second part is actually agreeing on the mission. So this is what happens if you come up to her for the first time and you actually greet her.
You okay?
Peachy?
You sure?
No, I ain't sure.
You still working?
Is anybody still working? The whole goddamn place full of people bickering, fighting, and lying. It makes me real sad.
I know. I need someone to ride with me.
Do what?
Finish off them O'Driscolls. I hear the last of them is holed up at Hanging Dog Ranch.
I don't have it in me no more. I saw Colm swing. I just don't care.
I was a married woman. You know what they did to me. And to my husband? Like, you're the only one of these fools that I trust. I've got to do this.
I'll tell you what, I'll do it. But there's something you could help me with.
Sure.
You, me, and John. This whole thing is pretty much done, but Dutch still has our money hidden away, so...
But how do you mean?
When the time comes, just be
What
ready.
do you mean?
I mean, if we can get out of here with money, you and me, we're more ghosts than people. And none of that loyalty matters.
Jesus. Okay. I'm with you.
Well, then you got yourself a gun. What's left of one.
Thank you, Arthur. You want to ride with me now, or meet me up at Hanging Dog Ranch when you can? Thanks, Arthur. Okay. Come on.
Fine morning for a killing.
Hey.
You seen anything down there?
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of them down there. I'm mostly drunk. But one of them is a fat fella with a beard. Him? He's mine.
Okay.
It's a big ranch, run down, lots of folk there, but spread pretty thin. I'll set it off and then we'll take it from there.
Take it from there. Okay. So, no real plan then.
Oh, I got a plan. Now come on.
Okay, so obviously to get to the second part of this mission, you have to agree. Now, it doesn't matter if you ride with her or you don't ride with her. The mission will play out the exact same. And you've arrived at Hanging Dog Ranch, which is like the last stronghold of the O'Driscoll gang. And what Sadie Adler has done is when we were on Guarma, she was sort of tracking down and bounty hunting the remaining O'Driscolls. Because as you guys know, Colm O'Driscoll is dead, he's been hanged, and the gang has essentially fallen apart. However, there's one important person to Sadie Adler that still remains. She calls him a fat man with a beard. We also know him as Tom. This is the man that killed her husband, Jake Adler. So needless to say, Sadie is pretty upset. She wants revenge. And what happens is you get in sort of a giant firefight with the O'Driscolls. And it's actually pretty easy to fend them off. Then there will be a point where you sort of go to the barn. Sadie goes to the farmhouse. And once you have finished clearing out the barn, you'll actually go inside of the farmhouse, and Sadie Adler will start to rush upstairs to find her target, which is Tom. So I'm going to show you guys what happens with low honor first, and then I'll show you what happens with high honor. So let's start with low honor right now.
You okay?
Yeah. He was a good man, my Jakey. We was always sweet on one another.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I miss him every day, every moment. They turned me into a monster, Arthur. But my memories of him, they still pure.
I ain't even got that.
You know, you're a confusing man, but you might just be the best friend I got, Arthur.
I know the company you keep. The competition ain't too fierce. We should get away from her.
I think I need to be alone for a bit.
I understand. You, might want to get yourself cleaned up.
Thank you, Arthur.
Okay, so that right there is the low honor cutscene, and I want you guys to see if you can pick up on the difference between this one and the high honor one, which we'll take a look at right now.
You okay?
Yeah. He was a good man, my Jakey. We was always sweet on one another.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I miss him every day, every moment. They turned me into a monster, Arthur. But my memories of him, they still pure.
I ain't even got that.
Aside from my Jake, you're the best man I've known.
I know the company you keep. The competition ain't too fierce. We should get away from her.
I think I need to be alone for a bit.
I understand. You, might want to get yourself cleaned up.
Thank you, Arthur.
Okay, so that was a small change, but I do think it was important. And remember, Sadie is the one that doesn't have the honor alignment here. It's Arthur. So it's her opinion of Arthur. So with the high honor response, you almost have more of like a loving relationship between the two, where she says, you know, you're the best man I've ever known aside from my husband. Like, that is high praise. And I think this once again sort of indicates that there was supposed to be some sort of relationship between Sadie and Arthur. Remember, the head of Rockstar Games confirmed that Arthur had a second love interest that was cut from the game. And I think Sadie Adler would be one of those perfect suitors, just given their past and their background and everything else we've experienced throughout the last 6 chapters of their story. And in the low honor version, you can tell that it's still not cynical, but they don't have the same connection. Sadie doesn't really share the same emotional response to Arthur. She sort of thanks him, but not in the same regard. So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, it is a small little detail right there, but it's those details that I think make Red Dead Redemption 2 an incredible game. Whether it's clothing that changes depending on honor, or whether it's 2 or 3 sentences in a cutscene in an optional mission. Again, you don't even have to do this. It's not part of the main story. So the fact that Rockstar went out of their way to put this level of detail in here is just incredible. So as always, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. If you know of any other honor changes that happen throughout the story, whether it's a small little detail like the different color of your vest and a fine night of debauchery, or something big like this in the Chapter 6 mission, Mrs Sadie Adler Widow, let me know in the comments down below, or you can reach out to me on my Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.